In this video, I'll be going over voting for Best Speaker and voting on the resolution. Now, voting on the resolution and voting for Best Speaker are two totally separate things. When you vote on the resolution, it's based on the side with which you agree. This does not determine the winner and loser of the debate, rather where the audience stands on the topic. So don't get excited that you won or upset that you lost from this vote. With controversial topics like gay marriage and abortion, the audience has usually made up their minds before the debate began. Now, Best Speaker is who did the best job both stylistically and substantively. A common misperception is that one should vote for the main speaker on the side of the resolution with which he or she agrees. An example of this would be an audience member in favor of legalizing same-sex marriage would vote for the main speaker on the pro side in a gay marriage debate. When you vote for Best Speaker, it's important that you only take into consideration the facts that were presented during the course of the debate. The winner of the gavel should be the one who did the best job, not the person with whom you agree. So ask yourself, who did the best job? Half the time you'll find yourself voting for a speaker with whom you disagree. Now, a speaker taking on the side of an incredibly unpopular topic is disadvantaged. And most people have made their minds up before the debate began, so if everyone voted for the side with which they agree, that would disadvantage the people who take on unpopular sides. Here are some things to consider that when you vote for Best Speaker. Style is a huge importance when determining who you vote for. Style consists of how a speaker connects with the audience. Does he use a wide range of vocal tonalities, consistent eye contact, effective hand gestures, and logic? Now, substance is another really important part of this. Does the speaker have a clear introduction, body, and conclusion? Does the speaker use well-researched arguments? Does the speaker argue in a manner that makes sense and support her point of view with reasoning and solid evidence? Now, the most important thing is if you entered the debate completely unfamiliar with the resolution, would the speaker persuade you? If you can answer yes to this question, that's probably the person you should vote for. As tempting as it is, we also try to encourage you not to vote for your friends unless they truly were the best speakers. Remember that the speakers worked very hard to prepare, and the winner should actually be the person who did a better job. Remember that ballots will be anonymous, and if you really feel like you can't be impartial, you can always abstain. Now, if you miss part of the debate, you should also abstain. You can't know who did the best job if you didn't see it all. Something big could have happened when you were gone. For example, let's say a figure skating judge came in late and gave someone a score anyway. That wouldn't even be allowed. After all, there could have been back-to-back quadruple lutzes or a severe fall when that person was gone. Now, I'd like to show you a brief skit of a good example and a bad example.
Hey Aaron, let's go check out the debate on driving ages.
Let's do it. In fact, I have this great friend. He's speaking pro on raising the driving age. I completely agree with him. I know exactly who I'm going to vote for Best Speaker.
Awesome, let's get him the gavel.
Let's do it.
Hey, you know, I don't really agree with that guy, but that was a good speech. I think we should vote for him.
It was a good speech, but my friend here, I agree with him, and he's been my friend for years.
Yeah, but think about it. If you put all that time and effort in his speech, wouldn't you want it to be rewarded? I mean, he did have the better speech.
Yeah, okay. You know what? Let's vote for him. I completely agree.
All right.